In the scorching deserts of Makkah lived a man whose name would shine through history, Bilal ibn Rabah radiyallahu anh. Born a slave, Bilal knew the pain of humiliation and chains, but in his heart there was a spark waiting to be lit. When the message of Islam began to spread, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, Bilal listened. This message was different. It taught that all are equal and that there is only one God, Allah. Quietly, he accepted Islam, but his faith would soon be tested. When his master, Umayyah ibn Khalaf, discovered his conversion, the torture began. They dragged him into the desert, tied him down under the blazing sun, and pressed heavy stones onto his chest. "Renounce Muhammad," they shouted. But Bilal refused. With lips dry and voice trembling, he repeated only one word: Ahad, Ahad, Ahad. One, one, one. Days turned into nights, and still he would not surrender. His body weakened, but his faith only grew stronger. Until one day, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu anh stepped in, purchasing Bilal's freedom. No longer a slave, Bilal became one of the closest companions of the Prophet Muhammad. Then came the day when the Prophet asked him to call the Adhan, and for the first time the believers heard his powerful voice rise through the streets of Medina. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Tears streamed down their faces as his call echoed in their hearts. Years later, when Makkah was finally liberated, Bilal climbed to the top of the Kaaba, the same city that once humiliated him, and called the Adhan again. This time it was not a slave calling, but an honored servant of Allah, standing above those who once oppressed him. When the Prophet passed away, Bilal could no longer bear to stay in Medina. Each time he tried to say, Ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah, his voice broke. He left the city carrying the love of the Prophet in his heart. Near the end of his life, as he lay in Damascus, his wife wept. But Bilal smiled and said, "What joy, what happiness! Tomorrow I will meet Muhammad and his companions." And with that, the voice that once called believers to prayer fell silent in this world. But his legacy lives on every time the Adhan is called across the globe. Bilal's story reminds us, no matter your status or your struggles, with faith and patience, Allah will raise you to honor and heights beyond imagination.